Alright, here is a video guide to further explain the average rate of change when you're given a function and an x1 and an x2. It's really like when we were finding rate of change last time. To find rate of change, to find a slope, you need an x1, a y1, and you need an x2 and a y2. So we have an x1 and an x2, but we don't have a y1 and we don't have a y2. And so we need to plug these points in. I'm going to first plug in x1 into my equation up here. And when I plug in x1 and solve it, that's going to give me y1. And so plugging that in, I get f of 0 is 0 cubed minus 3 times 0, which means f of 0 equals 0, because 0 cubed is 0, minus 3 times 0 is 0, and that is my y1, because it's the output I get when I plug in my x1. Okay, so now I have my first point. I have an x1, y1 that is 0, 0, from here and from here. Okay, next I gotta find y2, so I'm gonna plug in my x2, which is f of positive 1 coming from right there. And plugging it in, I get, I get 1 cubed minus 3 times 1. 1 cubed is 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. And we get minus 3, which gives me f of 1 equaling negative 2, and that is my y2. All right? And now I have my second coordinate, which is, I believe, 1, negative 2. Because my negative 2 is y2 there, and my x I plugged in was 1. Now I have my 2 points. I have my x1, y1, x2, y2, and I can use my slope equation to solve. My slope equation, again, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Plugging values in, my y2 is negative 2, so negative 2. My y1 is 0, and so I get negative 2 minus 0. x2 was 1, x1 was 0 from right there, so minus 0, and I get negative 2 over 1, or that reduces down to just negative 2. And that would be my rate of change, is just negative 2. All right. I can try to find another problem like this if you want further guidance, but I hope this helps.